Add to stream. Why do I have to add myself? Okay, there we go. Anyway, first off, there's nothing to talk about right now. I have not changed my appearance in any way, shape, or form. It's not up for debate. It's not up for discussion. It never happened. All right. This is just how things are
Hmm.
now.
Did we have an accident?
No,
You
it was
didn't
a
buy a
hundred.
torch, did you?
It's totally on purpose, actually.
Yeah, I do that once in a while. I get itchy and I just get rid of it. Plus, it really starts showing my age.
Yeah. Well, what are you up to tonight?
I actually got off work and didn't do a goddamn thing. I actually was going to work on my Ranchero a little bit because I'm waiting on parts for that ambulance. And I thought, you know what? The gauges and shit ain't working. That cluster's loose. I'll pull that apart and just see if I can get it working. Yeah, the thing that all the gauges go into, literally, I grabbed it and it fell apart in my hands. It just crumbled and fell into the floor, and I was like, oh my God. Well, there's a ton of them, I'll find them. So I get online, I'm like looking for a gauge cluster. Yeah, $450. So it'll have a speedometer in there, and that's about it. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
That's the last thing you need. You need a tack and oil pressure. Well, no, not really. Temperature.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't even want to know what the oil pressure is in that thing anymore. It kind of scared me, but hey, I'll bet I ran that thing up to 6,500 probably doing that burnout, and it never made a peep.
The
So
Ranchero.
I'm just thinking it's got 117,000 miles on that modified. I'm sure that's. I think they go for about 120 normally. So
That's 100,000 over what it should go. So you're a lot better. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
was gonna.
tried.
I've got motors that I could put in it. I'm not going to. It sounds good. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, I didn't. Sand Mountain Ballistics. I couldn't find anybody to ship it for what it would reasonably be worth doing. There will be more garbage someday.
Yeah, it's everybody asks me, hey, I'm sure you get the same shit. I see it on your Facebook all the time. Hey, you should go get this car. You should go get this car. You should go get this. Well, that's happened. That's been happening to me for years, and I'm like, no, no. I got 2 acres and 12 cars. I think I'm good for now. You
I've
know,
got the space, but I don't know. Can't get to everything. You end up burying yourself in projects.
yeah. I really didn't have time for this Ranchero, but I mean, I'm glad I did it. That's
Too good of a deal. You got a good deal on that car. If you guys
yeah.
haven't seen Irish Outlaw Garage and this Ranchero he just picked up, it's pretty sweet. I had one like it in high school, and I don't know, it tickles my fancy.
Yeah, for some reason women hate them because when we went to go get that thing, I just took the trailer up and said, "Let's go. We're headed to Salem, Illinois." What'd you buy? Nothing. We're going down to Salem, Illinois. So we went down there, and then Zeppelin, my youngest one, he just fell in love with the car. That's his car, if you ask him. So
You
it's
you got any drive-ins around there? Drive-in movie theaters? You take your family
yes,
around there.
actually,
Perfect for that.
we have one about 13 miles from here. It's in a it's in Newton, Illinois, just a little east, out in the middle of nowhere. But
Yep.
other than that, the closest one's up north of Champaign, I think, or where the U of I is. It's way out. It's a double drive-through, so you know. But
Is John Wilburn in here? I missed that. Where'd he go?
I don't know. You can even look.
There he is.
I
Yep,
say
that's
there's.
all right.
What's up, Buff? What's up, Punisher? I know all these guys. Wilburn. We got 110 days left now.
So,
Yeah.
what are you bringing to the No Name Nationals exactly? You're not bringing everything. So, what is it? The wagon, the Ranchero, both? Javelin?
Probably both, and I'm going to try to bring the javelin down. A lot of people like that card, something you don't see a lot of, and it won't do much to just sit around. I mean, to race it would be like watching Dodge's rust,
But
you
is it
know?
the only AMC that would be there? So you might win by default. See?
Yeah, it probably would be the only AMC there. Probably be the slowest car. I'm pretty sure the ambulance could even take it. But no, I'm for sure bringing Artemis. I got the floor done. Um, I'm just waiting on nothing. Nobody has shit around here. Everything has to be ordered. So I need like a water pump, and it's the old style water pump. It's not the one with the inserts. It's, the old school, and nobody has them. So, and the motor's right there behind me, but it's ready to go. I don't have to do nothing to it. Transmissions, you know, but it'll roll shifts. But I'm bringing that, and I think I'm going to see how it goes with this with the Ranchero. If I think I could, obviously I'll send in some money to enter it too. And that one will be a lot of fun. I did find out it's one wheel peel though. That was upsetting.
The
But I
Ranchero
do
is?
have a 28 spline mini spool sitting right here on the desk.
Say
So
it. A 9 inch, right? It's easy. About
yeah,
as good as it gets right there.
yep. I've got a mini spool for it, and but the ambulance will go. Uh, Probably the Ranchero, and maybe the Javelin if I can get it. My thing is I'm gonna bring a camper. I got a fifth wheel camper, so my pickup truck's got to haul that, and I'm gonna have a buddy. If I can't get the Vermont stuff done quick enough, I'm gonna have to trailer queen the ambulance.
Yeah, it's
But
not worth getting impounded.
huh?
It's not worth getting impounded over, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, no. What the hell we carry this thing on? Oh,
That'd be an expensive tow.
yeah, but I'll for sure bring him. That was the main thing anyway. I've actually got 2 videos to edit on him. I
Yeah.
just work and everything else. I'm trying to get him out, but main
Yeah.
thing with him is I just parts, and I got to weld in some transmission mount brackets on the frame because the old isolators that come on those, that piece that old transmission cross member sits on, they're gone. They are completely rusted out. The frame's perfect. It's just where they sit in.
Yeah, they don't
So
actually bolt in those, do they? They
right.
just sit in there. What I like to do is add about ½ inch on either side of them and then bolt them in if I can. You know.
This one has a box frame.
Oh.
It has that big box frame, and it's just kind of welded to it, and it sticks out, and it kind of goes up the frame, and then there's a flat. And but I've got a buddy that's a good welder because I'm awful, really awful, and he's gonna come over, and we're just gonna take some plate steel and make it, and I'm just gonna put one of them, aftermarket brackets in there, just
Yeah.
bolt it down because I'm not messing with that isolator stuff.
It's
You can't find the stuff for this
no,
car. So
and those are really good at falling out.
yep,
That's how I know.
yeah, I'm surprised this one didn't. It was bad. Like the flat part where the isolator sits to, and it just sits in there. That sucker was bent down and had a big rust hole in it, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to leave a TH400 laying on the track in Sykeston.
No, no.
But
Hmm.
but the Ranchero will be fine. I don't have any doubt in my mind that one will be fine. I could drive it all the way down there.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if you got something from south side of Chicago or the north side of St. Louis. There's plenty of them out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'd be a GTO though.
Not anymore.
No.
Are you a worse welder than me? I don't know.
Yes,
Oh, you are. Are you?
I am. It looks like popcorn rolling off a glass. It's terrible. I can't do nothing. I'm a terrible welder. And I'm not even going to sit here and be one of them guys, well, if it's a stick welder, I'm friggin' great. No, I'm bad at that too.
All I do with the stick welder is stick it to things. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I
Clunk.
do with it.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a horrible welder. Luckily, I got a lot of friends, and my neighbor back here owns a welding shop. So, I mean, I can get the metal from him and just have my buddy come over. I don't have a gas. I mean, I have a gas welder, a Century, but I don't have any gas, so it'll just be flux and
Yeah.
good enough.
It's all I use. It's ugly as hell. It works
It's either,
sometimes.
it's either that or bungee cord it. Just wrap it around the hole in the floor and
Yep.
be about as safe as me welding. But
There we go.
oh, I appreciate that. I don't know if who all saw that, but I gave up like 4 times. I completely gave up. Said fuck this. I'm putting a motor in it. And then I went back. No, no, no. I can do this because it made the same noises any old Ford makes. That clunky ass rattle. And I thought I don't hear a rod knocking. And you get her up to temp, and it come down to about 2 to 5 psi, which in any other cases that's horrible. I mean, it's just absolutely awful. You're ready for the rods to just come out of the pan. And I'll tell you what, you got it up when I was doing that burnout, it was 45, 50 pounds. I was
Yep.
like, because I did 3 of them and I watched. Man, I was like, I'll be damned. And the oil looks great. I drained a little bit in my hand, opened it up and drained a little in my hand. Nothing. So
Yep.
it may be okay. I really think that car was a situation that I talk about in my video where a lot of mechanic shops, they won't deal with this. They'll just go, nope, you got to get a new motor. They won't actually look at it and go, okay, here's what we need to do. We can just drop the crank a little bit and run the emery cloth around it and put the standard bearings back in it. That's really all you need to do. I mean,
Yeah.
but
That's what they would have done 40, 50 years ago. I mean,
oh
any
yeah,
any roadside gas station shop would have done that.
yeah, and they
Now,
would have done it in quick,
yeah, it'd be
you
done in
know,
a day or two, and you'd be back on the road. And
bearings in stock.
might only
But
run for another 40,000, but then you just do it again. I mean, or
yeah,
another car.
really, I mean, I remember I should get that out sometime and show people that. I've got the original maintenance booklet that come with the cars back in the day for my 72 Cutlass, and it has valve lash adjustment in it. How to adjust the carburetor for sea level changes. How
Mhm.
did this, people wouldn't. It's like when I was down there and all them cars are getting stolen in Memphis during Power Tour. This federal agent goes, "Don't worry about your car. They wouldn't know how to start some bitch anyway. Look, it's got a steel me box right on the damn firewall. Run a cable to the coil, use a screwdriver. You're gone. Get out of here, man." But that's just that it is. Nobody really wants to mess with him no more. And that guy that I picked it up, he's a good mechanic. He's got a great shop full of cop cars and city maintenance cars and all that. But you know what? That stuff he can plug his little thing in and go, oh, I need to change this sensor. So nobody wants to sit there and take the time to change all them bearings out.
Right.
But it runs fine. I'm just gonna put some things together in it. Try to cobble. I might just duct tape that dash back together and just stick her in there. But nothing works. Not a gauge in it works. So
Yeah.
I don't need them anyway.
No. Better
But
not to know.
yeah,
Sand Mountain. I got it started. Uh, I haven't done much with it since. Uh, but I did get it started, and it's ready. I got all the stuff to put the drive shaft in it. Uh, I ordered a fancy uh, mini starter for it after going through 2 brand new starters, bad out of the box. I sent Jay a video of one of them. I had it hooked up, grounded it to the mounting surface of it and touching it. And I mean, it's just sitting there, I mean, barely doing anything and arcing like all get out. Uh, Crazy how you could, I mean, you buy new parts and they're just absolute junk right out of the box. But so I bought a Power Master. Those are made in the States. They're good stuff. Uh, that'll be going on it soon. But it does run, and it didn't sound like it was going to come apart. It smokes, so that's good.
Yeah, that's always the favorite. Start it up and go, God, just don't rattle, please.
Yes. Just don't rattle. The smoke, whatever, I don't care. I'll run synthetic and Lucas, and it'll be fine. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. That turned into a super long night.
yeah, that was more fun for everybody else. I suspect.
Yeah. Who's that?
What you got?
Oh, I was reading. I read something earlier. Oh, Fox Can Fix It said 10 psi per thousand RPMs. My dad actually told me 5
I always heard five.
psi per thousand, and it could run. That was way back in the day. I mean, but we are talking about a Ford, modified engine, so it might be 1 pound per thousand because
I
that's what it acts like.
I always, my honest to God, my go-to my whole life has been anything above zero is perfectly fine, and that's
Yep.
on almost anything. I've only had it bite me once, and it was on a Buick, and the Buicks are just typical for having oiling issues, and it did waste the rocker shafts in the upper end of it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Uh, but it, you know, it I've always if it's above zero, I'm fine with it. That means it's something's moving in there, and that's good.
Yep.
Sand Mountain, I just bought one of those, put it on the GTO. I have the video in another window right here. I'm editing, uh, and mine worked really good. You might make sure that your flex plate is in good shape.
When I built this 400 behind me, put all, did the eBay bearing buy.
Hmm.
I had my first thing that I always make sure is good is my crank. The crank, if that's good, the rest of it, it'll be fine. Well, put all new bearings, bought them cheap, and I put them in, and I start my engines, the GMs especially. I'll start them right on the stand here. I don't have a fancy engine stand, but I break the cam in and everything right here in the garage on my engine stands. And I was sitting there going, and that sumbitch had 60 psi. The first time I started, I was like, yeah, and all of a sudden it went, what the hell? And I looked down, and the rear main blew out.
Oh man.
It had too much, and I used the standard. I don't go to that high. I don't put high volume oil pumps in my motors. I just don't. And I thought, what in the hell? And I didn't catch it in time, and it ruined the freaking rod bearings in that thing. So I had to turn it back over, take them all back out, and I emery cloth the journals. Everything was fine, thank God. But then I bought a good set of Kings, put them in it. I think they were Kings. No, it was Sealed Powers. The box is still laying here because I ain't cleaned up shit since. But the Sealed Powers I put in it, and everything seemed okay. But the only thing I got left to do that is put that damn water pump on it.
See, I use high volume pumps and everything.
Do you
Uh,
really?
I didn't use one in that Ford because I was scared of the rear main, but
That's
uh,
yeah.
and it was tight. The tolerances were real tight in the motor, so I didn't want to push too much in there. But all Pontiacs, I use the Super Duty pump, just the factory like 73, 74 TA pump.
Yeah.
That's an 80 psi pump, and it's high volume, and they don't cost a fortune. It's just a factory, it's nothing crazy or
Right.
exotic. But I have one of those in my gold Le Mans with the 455, and it uh, so it does pretty good if you're cruising down the highway. It's like 80 psi, but I have cam saver lifters in it, and they let the pressure bleed off. After I wasted a cam in it, I figured I'd try one of those, and they have a flat machined into the side of the lifter, and that killed about 20 pounds of oil pressure at idle with those things. It was a lot. I couldn't
Damn.
believe how much. But yeah, I uh, I I don't know if I'd ever use those again, actually. But Uh,
Well,
I got a few people asked about the Road Runner. I haven't messed with it since the wiring video, because I've been working balls to the wall on JD's car pretty much because it's very close to running and driving. Maybe, you know. uh, so uh, we're we're pretty dang close on it. I want to get it wrapped up and out, or at least ready to do some body and paint work on it or something. I want to finish something, and then I'll work on the thing that needs every damn thing.
yeah, that's how it goes. Oh, also on that Pontiac motor, I'm horrible at rope seals. Absolutely terrible. I screw them up all the time. My olds is supposed to have one, but for this one and the olds, I bought that two piece after this one blew out, and I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I got a hold of Tin Indian. They sent me one of them two piece rubber or whatever it's called. I can't remember
Best
the
gas, Best gas
yes,
is the company that makes those. Those are
yep,
excellent.
yep.
The old rope style that were actually asbestos, they work pretty damn good. You can pack those things, but the new Felpro ones, they're fiberglass, and they if you try to pack them, all they do is just fray apart. And you can't do anything with them.
Yep.
I don't know how you even install them.
The same thing happened to me on my 455 olds. The exact same thing that happened to that one, and I was like, I'm done with this shit.
Yep.
So I put a two piece in it too.
David, how's the Ford engine? It runs for now.
Runs better than mine.
Dalton, what cars are you taking to No Name Nationals? So Holy Goat for sure, 100%. And then probably JD's car if it run and make it. So that again, that's why I'm kind of focusing on it is because I want to get it done and preferably go drive it somewhere. Get some miles on it and see how she's going to hold up. Make sure it'll actually make it there. Would be good to know first. Here's my dad. Yeah, JD's engine started. I sent you a video on Messenger, but you probably don't have any service. He's pretty happy about it.
That's good though that he's into it just as much as you. Like my oldest loves it. Matter of fact, the GT350 we have, he drives it all the time. That's kind of his car. He's 26.
Yeah,
Just and he drives that one. The middle child, he ain't really except now I bought him a 89 Wrangler that he's learning how to drive a clutch right now. He's out there, driving it every day, learning to drive a clutch. I just kind of gave him the how to's but Zeppelin, my 7-year-old, I don't know, that video showed it after Blanche, our Ranchero started, he went out there and I started it up and he was just grinning ear to ear. And he's in the burnout video and all that stuff. He's my little gearhead,
yeah,
and he wants to get in every time he's out there under his motorcycle or under his damn we got one of them grave digger power wheels or whatever. He'll
yeah,
jack it up and have stuff like he's working on it and
sure. Yeah,
but
that's JD. I mean, he likes the. He's got a bunch of those RC trucks. You can change like the axles and wheels and tires, and I don't know, they're not like hardcore, but you can take them apart and change things out, customize them. He liked that a lot.
yeah. Yeah, he seems to enjoy doing it too. I
And
just kind of like after you say something, the looks he'll give you. Like,
like,
you
what the
what?
hell? He's more mature than I am at 90% of the time.
Speaking of Pontiacs, have you seen? You need to see that one on Buff's Garage that he just grabbed. This old Grand Prix. Holy cow! I that might that I don't know. It's probably just as bad as my ambulance was, but the first video, he's knocking shit off with a damn sledgehammer, trying to get the brake drums. It's been sitting 30 years, So I was sitting there watching that. I was like, oh God, this reminds me. I didn't even go that far. I took the torch out and cut mine off. I wasn't gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, he's got a pretty cool old Grand Prix he's working on.
I'll have to check that one out for sure. What year is it? Buff's Garage?
Yeah, Buff. What? I think it's a 60, 64 or 5.
Oh, okay.
It's old.
A good one.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Thanks, Unfinished Project. That just gives me all kinds of. I got 12 Saturdays. Great.
He says it's a 63. That's dream car material for me right there. 63. That's something I've wanted forever. Damn.
It's
You
got
get
extra.
one, let me know.
It's got extra weight reduction, like most of the trunk.
Oh, that's good. You don't need that anyway, unless you're
and
hauling.
and the frame, and the frame.
You sometimes need that.
Yeah. Got a 5-year-old that can tack weld. Yeah, fully loaded except the trunk.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't do anything today. God, it was hot here. It's too
Yeah.
hot, man.
I started
No thanks.
doing the construction work, with my truck,
Mm-hmm.
and guys will come up and they're like, "Hey, can you pull over there and do it?" And I'll crack the window that far with the air conditioning going. Sure. Then I got home and I was just like, instantly got out of the truck and I was sweating to death, and I just walked straight in the house. I ain't doing nothing. And I thought, no, I got to do something. So I walked out there and I lasted 5 minutes. That thing broke apart in my hands. I was like, I'm going back inside. I'm done. Barrows.
Hey, Barrows. Yeah. No, we were running a bunch of pipe at work, conduit, and after getting done with that, I'm deciding, no, I'm too tired. I'll go
Yeah.
edit videos, and that's about it.
Still ain't as bad as it was on Power Tour. Oh my God. It was,
Yeah.
I took one of the guys I met down there from Jersey had a meat thermometer in his, in his vent of his
Yeah.
Cadillac, and I took it out and I put it in my car. We were sitting at the show. I think it was in Hoover, Alabama, near Birmingham. It was 140 some degrees in my car, and I was like, windows down. The kids are sweating to death, and as soon as we got moving, even if it was hot air, it was moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This goddamn car's got air conditioning. I couldn't get it to work. So the whole reason I picked it.
Because of the AC. There we go. Wilburn has so for the No Name Nationals. I don't know all the details on this at all, but uh, they have like a fuel fund that they're doing for people to get there. So if you need a little help of being able to drive there or haul there or whatever you're doing, uh, contact them and see or if you want to make a donation or something. That those would be the guys to talk to right there.
Yeah, Big Mike's Hoopty Barnes, and he's the one taking care of that. I don't remember the whole thing. I'm sure they can
Yeah.
post it up here. It's a great idea.
Yeah, it is. It really is because it is pretty centrally located. So, I mean, if you're coming from anywhere, it's probably at least 2 or 3 hour drive for most people, unless you're right there. So, uh, that would that should help out some guys. Or
It's
well, I'll help myself to it. So,
yeah, I may need it as much as I'm paying for diesel right now.
no kidding.
I'm paying $6 a gallon.
Shop cat, how you doing?
What's up, Shop Cat? How far is it for you to Sykeston?
About 5 hours and some change.
Yeah, it's 189 or 198. I can't remember, because we went that way and we kind of scoped it out when we went through to go to Memphis.
Right. Yep. Hmm.
Oh
Now,
yeah. Bear Rose is sending me he's sending Amber a actual, whirligig light for the
oh,
ambulance. So if I put it in a burnout pit, we can have that sucker going.
hell yeah. That'll
That's
be
pretty
cool.
cool of him. I think he said it was a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. He just said, "Oh, I'm going to give this to her," and he had it right there. He's got everything. He's like us. You could have a complete mess and know where every damn thing is, and you're,
Oh,
I got this over here.
yep. Yep. I don't want to hear about your fuel injection witchcraft, all right?
Yep.
So I don't
No,
know what
you don't.
any of that is. I don't even believe in it. So
Hey, E85 here is only 30 cents less, 25 cents less. I
take
mean,
your
that's a lot when it was down at $2. Now you're still
time.
paying. I've
Yeah.
never messed with the 85. I have some derby friends that use it, but they say the worst part is trying to get the thing refired if it dies. It must like boil quicker or something. Hell, I don't know. I have no idea, but they said they have trouble with it refiring.
Really? Yeah, I've never had any experience with it. I mean, I guess my daily driver can run it. I never tried it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My dailies are rattling ass diesel. Well, not really. Anymore, it's been the Javelin. That's what I drive that thing everywhere.
Yeah.
And I get the, what the fuck are you doing driving that thing out? This should be in the shop and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. If I drive my vet every day I can at my 75, but when it's this hot and the transparent T tops, it's basically a greenhouse driving it. It doesn't air. So just it's pretty miserable. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Glad you stopped in.
Fort Wayne.
Nice. What are you doing up at Fort Wayne, Jeff? 350 a gallon in Alabama?
I can believe that.
Damn. I guess because of the refineries right there, huh?
Boy, ain't that the truth, Buzz. Don't wait for them to be perfect to drive them.
Yep.
Boy, I stick by that motto.
So do I. So do I. I don't even wait for them to drive them. I mean,
Yep.
that's
I just about took that Ranchero down the road yesterday. I was just going to take off in it, but I was like, I better wait.
we got brakes.
Boy, brakes worked. It's first car ever. The brakes worked. I don't have to do nothing.
Yeah,
It's like I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I got a steal,
I
like
think
a a
for what you
huge
gave for that
steal.
thing, I mean, there's no way to go wrong. It's too cool.
I burnt myself twice already on those pipes.
I bet you did. I
Walk up, walk up, and go in, shut it off, and ow! I got a couple spots on my leg, and here I am telling the kids to watch their legs when they get in and out of it, and
Yep.
I burned myself.
My Corvette, I burned myself about 2 times before I learned perfectly. The Holy Goat's side pipes don't really get that hot. Actually, they're not too bad.
You'd think
Hmm.
I'd know better. I've rode Harleys my whole life, and
Yeah,
I
that.
always know to like step over the damn pipe.
Hmm. Lots of gas prices coming in. What we got here? Do it myself garage burned up a cam gear. Watch recent video for explanation. Were you running a roller cam and you had an iron gear on it or something like that? Iron distributor gear, that'll do it. Hmm.
That is something I've never messed with is roller cams.
I
Never
have a
have.
Ford 302. That's it. Something that came with it. I've
Right.
never retrofitted one. My plan for the Holy Goats original motor is actually I'm going to go roller in it. I think, but that is take a guess at how much that kit is for a Pontiac
Oh
roller.
God, it's got to be over $1,000.
$1,400, and I'm like, God damn, man, I could eat up 10 regular flat tapping cams. I mean, surely one of them's bound to be good, right?
Hell, Summit makes a hell of a cam for a Pontiac.
They do. They do.
A
I've ran them forever.
282. I think it at a 282 or something like that. I've never used one, but
2802 is a yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
It's a copy of the Ram Air 4 cam.
Yeah.
It's a damn good cam. I've ran them. But Summit sources their lifters in Mexico now. They didn't used to. They used to source them from Comp, who made them here, and now Comp doesn't make them here, or at least not that I'm aware of. There's like two companies that make lifters in this country, and
Yep.
every other one of them is garbage. I've had three cams go flat and eat lifters in the last 18 months. Uh, just terrible.
I had that with that Mustang of mine. I went through 2 sets of damn lifters, but I got this box here. When I built this 400, I got a hold of this couple up in Wisconsin, and they had I saw it for the intake, and then they said they also had this.
The gripper?
1979 old stock, never installed, with the original lifters.
Oh, there you go.
That's what's in this Pontiac.
Well, that's guaranteed to
And
work then.
yeah, it sounds, and what it is, they had the gripper, the blazer, and the fireball. And
Yeah.
the gripper is the torque cam, so this old 68 Pontiac 400, torquey as hell anyway.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
as but I'm not sure what's in this Ranchero. I'm thinking it's fireball, because if you can't really hear it on camera, but it's got the crane cam sticker, and you know that always means it has crane cam in it.
Of course.
But it does have a hell of a pop to it when it's just sitting there idling, and I'm thinking it might have. It kind of sounds like an old fireball, and Crane reissued that in a roller cam now.
Really?
Yeah. Which that was like one of the best sounding cams ever. But
I I'm working right.
Starting from scratch.
I was thinking last time I got my hair cut, I was like, do I do the mullet thing? But everybody does the mullet thing. Like, it's almost not. I mean, it's not cool to have a mullet, but now it's like really not cool to have one. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually never had one until somebody played the lighter trick with the old lighters that you could turn up and down.
Yeah.
It was the day before my wedding. I had long hair down to here, and here, man, and we was all drinking the night before, and I lit this and took all my bangs off. So I had to cut it all down, and it looked like I had a damn mullet. Like, really? Like, I never take pictures other than like on stage or in the band or whatever. And
yeah,
friends, gotta love them.
Rick, if you like the way I work, I'm sorry that you also share some sort of dysfunction that I do.
Yeah, that was like the first time I ever seen yours. I can't remember what it was. It was actually your Corvette going to zip ties, zip tie drags.
Duct tape.
That was actually the first one, duct tape drags. And that was the first one that I had seen yours. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, this guy does the same stuff I do. And then I kept going up your videos, and, Holy Goat, I caught it right before you went to that World of Wheels thing. And I got caught up, and I was like, oh, my God. You actually took it a lot farther than I wouldn't have done that. This Pontiac out here is the worst one I've ever done.
It's pretty bad, though. You should definitely bring it to World of Wheels. They really like it when you do
Oh,
that.
I'm sure they'd love it. Put me right next to that bar stool.
Yeah, absolutely.
As much hate as I'm getting from the purists, I'm
I
sure
don't.
they would love it there.
Who was getting pissed off about an ambulance? I mean, it was hacked up into pieces from the fact. Well, not even the factory. It was hacked up by a coach company somewhere, right?
Yeah, in Ohio, near Dayton somewhere.
Yeah. Do you know what company?
Superior Ambulance. Yeah,
Okay.
Superior Company. They made a lot of ambulances and
Hearses.
hearses and those flower cars, the
Uh-huh.
big flower cars. Yeah.
That's too cool.
But
There's a lot
they
of
only,
like history with those kind of things. They're pretty
well,
cool.
they only made 120 of these. And
Really?
they didn't make very many low tops. This one's a low top.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
has it has the places you can look at it right now. Maybe I'll show them on a video sometime where the Bondo or whatever filler they use, because it was all one top, and then they either put the high top or it was a low top, and the filler's starting to crack and fall in. So there's little holes where the high top is supposed to,
Sort of bolted on there.
yeah, yeah. But all the switches, I haven't really shown the inside that much, but all the switches are up above, and all the wiring's there. Like for all your shit, and there's air conditioning and heat in the back, its own separate deal.
Or, oh,
Ashtrays.
that's right.
There's
Ambulance, not hearse. I
yeah,
keep thinking hearse.
well, it's a combo.
Oh,
The actual model number is a Hearst ambulance combo.
okay. Do you know if it was a hearse or an ambulance?
It was actually all. It was those two, and it was Iuka, Illinois, this little town south of me. It was their fire departments and their like county coroner's car.
God, so they
So
did it all.
that's why if you ever notice, I'll be like in the car and I'll be like, all right, now just calm down. Because that thing's tried to fall on me twice. And I had three, because it's so heavy, I got two, what's called it's in the front, the middle, and the rear jack stands.
Yeah.
And I was underneath there trying to cut the exhaust out of it. And I was like, what the hell? I go sliding out and I burnt my damn arm and then it went boom, hit the
So
ground. It's like, yeah, this sumbitch is haunted. I'm not getting with it.
crossover video idea. Get in a Ouija board, some candles, and then try to make peace with them.
Yeah. I think I have once he got driving. Once he started driving, he's like, hey, this is all right. But that's Amber's car. She's going to, we got to take all that old, there's this, I don't know, this kind of like that boat seat cover shit.
Yeah.
And it's all across the top and it's all stitched, but it's all rotten and falling out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take that out and we're going to sand that all down, and she's going to paint her own mural on the top of it. It's going to be like a, what they call that back in the plague, like a plague doctor looking stuff. And
yeah.
I told her on the back door or something like that, I want her to put Amber's Infirmary, you're better off dead. I was like, that'd be funny as hell. I wanted to make it shoot flames and stuff because I was going to put side pipes on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She didn't like that idea. But she likes the side pipes, just don't like the idea of the flames.
Stacks out the hood. Ruin the hood. That'll make people love it.
I don't know. Does Schofield make them for a Pontiac?
No. It'd be really hard, actually, I guess.
Because they're down up there, yeah. Yep.
It'd be tough.
I know you can get them for Olds 307. There's a lot of people you run them damn things.
Yep. And they don't die. They don't have enough power.
No. Everybody complains about the 301 Pontiac and the 307 Olds, but try to kill one. You really got to screw up.
No. Every one of them I've seen runs. I mean, they just suck. But
yeah,
they run, damn it.
These are 110 horsepower. Then at the wheel, 40.
Might as well.
Even the turbo car.
Next video, take a convertible to a car wash with
Oh,
the top down. I'll have to get one, I guess, or make one. I could make.
yeah. There's Amber right there. She's watching Steampunk, and she said no Ouija boards.
Oh, come on now.
She don't like Ouija boards.
Oh, well, a summoning circle then,
Yeah. She's into all that Halloween crap, but don't want to mess with them.
You don't want to talk to them.
I agree with you on that, Ty Mopar. That they do look good on there. And they're the big ones,
Yeah.
like the
Show tube.
6-inch or 5-6-inch.
Yeah,
It's funny because they got those all 4 go in, but only one of them's live, and the other 3 are blocked off.
I got a pair of those behind my shop, just like that, with the fake 3 and the 1, and it's like an inch and 7/8 pipe going.
Oh
in.
yeah,
it's got to be horrible.
It's got some kind of baffle in it, don't it? It has to.
It's like a blast pack sort of thing. I imagine.
I wonder what it sounds like with that out.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. The thing's running good. I better leave it just the way it is. I'll end up screwing something up.
I could. What would you want to see, Red? I don't know. It's just kind of a workhorse. Maybe we could paint it up. It could use another coat.
Is that a 9N?
It's a Jubilee.
Jubilee, that's it.
Little guy.
Yep. My dad rebuilt tractors in his last few years, a bunch of them, like a bunch. And I still got to go over there. My stepmom, they got a 9N, the 4-cylinder, typical Ford tractor, and it don't run, and nobody go over there and work on it. And my problem is Dad would never let me work on any of his shit. And I know if I went over there, I'd probably get struck by lightning first time I touched it. So don't touch this. You don't know what the hell you're doing. But I need to get over. I might do a video on that. I'll go over and get my dad's tractor running.
And drive it home.
Yeah, I'll get it running, Carol, but I'm bringing it home for no reason. I got no attachments, no nothing. Just use it to pull junk cars around.
Oh.
Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Where'd
I'm back.
Here you are.
I don't know what that was about. Anyway. That's a good thing about having 2 people here. Something goes wrong, somebody can hold it down.
Yeah.
750 miles. That's not that
That's
far. Man. Come on, 10 hours.
I do that in a day in my truck. Well, not quite that much. 6 something. Yeah, Buff, that is exactly right. My dad had this tractor that was his pride and joy. It was a Case VAC. And it was his pride and joy. He had one as a kid, like a 1940 something. And I went over there after he had passed away, and I was walking through the garage. My stepmom wanted me to help her with something. And I walked through and I touched that damn tractor and I got shocked. So it don't end when they ain't around to watch you. They're still watching you. Get away from my damn tractor.
Yep. Shopcat, 1,900 miles. And he's going, right?
I think.
Hell yeah. They got to have some kind of long haul deal, right? I don't
know. I think I heard him say something about that once. Well, what's his nuts up in Canada? He's coming down, eh? So, yeah, I mean, true. Damn. Wild Rose. That's who's. Yeah, I was trying to think of who it was. Wild Rose. He's coming from up in Canada.
Yeah.
Bear Rose is coming all the way from, what is it? He's Utah, right?
Yeah, he's way up there in the west.
And he's dragging a damn Ranchero behind that Ford he's doing. That's crazy. That damn bugs.
Uh, Michael,
I'm
the one. What's the one vehicle you've owned you wish you'd never bought? I'll let you go first.
The one vehicle you've owned you wish you'd never bought, besides a boat. Uh, really, oh, I had an '86 Mustang with a 4-cylinder automatic. I needed a good car to get back and forth to work, and I worked on that sumbitch more than any car I've ever owned. It was that 2.3. It had T-tops and everything. It was a pile of shit, and I put way too much money in it. Probably that one, and you know what? Really, that's it. I've always had, you know, pretty decent vehicles, but
Yeah,
that's really the only one.
I only one that comes to my mind is a Vista Cruiser I owned. It was a '72 Olds Vista Cruiser, and it was every bit as bad as your ambulance. Uh, I mean, it was horrible. Uh, and I put way too much money into that car and got nothing back out of it. I mean, I put like $4,000 into it and sold it for $1,000.
Hmm.
You know, and I never even got to have any fun with it. Uh,
Oh man.
it was that was a pretty bad one.
Oh, I did have a '66 Galaxy 2-door that I went to Terre Haute and grabbed, and I never could. I put it in the backyard, and I didn't realize it till I got it home. But there was no frame from the back of the door all the way past the hump. It was just the outside of it because I was in such a hurry. It was hot. The wheels are all locked up, and we actually put trailers, back to back, and I drug it across with a hand crank. My winch wouldn't do it. It was so damn heavy. But I ended up making money on that car. Guy needed the parts. I think I paid like $250 for it, and I sold it for 5. He
Oh,
needed
that's
the
all right.
parts, so that wasn't too bad.
Yep. Oh, let's see here. Here is Vice Grip Garage showing up to no name? He is not. He's
He had a
busy
yeah.
something.
He had a live one time I was watching, and somebody brought it up, and he said no. There was something else, probably the
Duct
thing
tape.
over in it. Yeah, duct tape drags.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd asked him about that a few months ago, and he was kind of interested, but he never said anything.
Yeah.
There we go. Would you check out the Lifted Ranchero? So that's on No Nonsense Know How. Chris over there, he offered up that Ranchero to me actually, but they're out in Philadelphia. If I had more time, I'd probably go snag that thing up. Um, it's cool, but uh, man, uh, I don't know. It needs a lot. It's not what if it was a little bit closer to like I could go get it running and drive it home, maybe. But that may still happen maybe this winter when things slow down a little bit.
I got a friend of mine that I've met, and he was a fan of the band I'm in, one of the bands I'm in, and he showed up, and turns out he has a YouTube channel too, and he's actually got a lifted El Camino 71 or 72 El Camino up on a Blazer frame. It's a pretty badass car too.
Yeah,
There's a guy with a Trans Am up in Taylorville, Illinois, T tops and all.
on a Blazer.
Yeah.
That Ranchero's on a F-250 chassis
Oh wow.
with the 4 or 5 speed in it uh, and a modified in it, I think. So it's got to be like late '70s.
Huh.
But motor's locked up in it. Who knows if it would come around or not. Let's see. Do you have a wrecked, burned dream car you're looking for? So, uh, yeah, kind of. I need a Ford, right? I mean, so I got the GM, I got the Mopar. I need a Ford, so I need the world's worst Mustang is kind of what I'm hoping for next, or a Torino maybe. But honestly, other than that, Ford cars, that's about all I would really want.
I know where there's a clapped out Mustang around me.
Oh yeah,
66, I think.
really? Those
Yep.
things rust so bad, though. It may be a tough one to just get going.
Right.
If it didn't have any frame left under it.
Yeah, this one still had frame. I'm trying to think of where I saw it at. It was around here, like real close to me, like a few miles.
Huh, nice.
That's hard to believe, and I think they only wanted like $900 for it or something like that. And it's hard to believe because everybody around here thinks their cars are worth gold.
They do here
You know.
too. They want a fortune for junk. Jake, good idea. I would do an Edsel. I like Edsels.
Yeah.
I had a 60. That was pretty cool. Or a Cougar, Billy Bob there. Cougar would be fine too. That'd be fine. Oh, you know where a rolled Mustang is? I think it's a 71. Oh,
There
if I
you
had one.
go.
Hmm.
World's worst Cougar. That the Cougars are still worth a ton, apparently. They used to be, like the redheaded stepchild of the Mustang, and now everybody wants them.
They've really come up in the last couple of years, big time. Yep. Um, I don't think anybody's going to do that. I don't have a very good resume.
Punisher, I'm with you. He's the one that got me involved too, and it's been awesome, actually.
Yeah, I tried to hustle up as many potential people as I could, But I think it'll be fun, More people that show up, be the better, right? So
Oh yeah.
you know, it should be a really good time. Probably gonna be busy as hell, actually. If I had to guess, there's gonna be a lot of people there. I was just about to say that. I was uh I think it's because of Dulcich's Cougar. What about a Mustang too?
I
So I
like those
like
cars.
Mustang twos. I like King Cobras, like or Cobra two. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't know if it would be a. I don't know if it would fit in with the GTO and the Roadrunner because those are two like they're big dogs for their time. Mustang two is a laughing stock no matter where you're at or what kind of car.
Yeah.
I like them. I think they're neat, but
Trying to think who did one on YouTube. Somebody did one that had big, fat, wide tires on it. Man, it looked great. It'd been sitting for years. You got it running. Had the 260. I think it is a 260
yeah,
V8 or something like that in it.
oh yeah, yep,
If you get one of the neat ones, got T tops and it has all that Eagle shit
yep.
on the hood, and
All the '70s fake fast car stuff plastered all over it. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
that's cool. I like that. I think it's awesome.
a 20 horsepower sticker on the hood.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they're just well, they were
Yeah,
just not what people expected.
yeah. Larry Friend, it's Dylan McCool is who did it.
Oh, okay.
I scared the hell out of him at in where was I? I think it was in Birmingham. Walked up, hey, Mr. McCool, what's up? And I stuck my hand out, and I had a cigarette in my other hand, and he like looked at the cigarette, looked at me, and then he shook my hand. He's I tried to talk to him a little bit. He's cool. He's a really nice guy,
Yeah,
and I talked to him for a little while. But I'm pretty sure I scared the hell out of him. He's not as tall as he looks on YouTube. He's about right here on me.
Yeah, he seems all right. Yep. Beamer and Son, I don't need any more cars.
Yeah,
I do not
yeah,
need any more cars. I
yeah. I'm done for a while. Well, at
Yep.
least till next week.
At least till something shows up.
Right.
I could get those. So I made a post on Facebook about two Ford EXPs.
Yeah.
Using it. Uh, and I don't know. I want them. I could get both those cars for $500. They both got titles, and both of the engines are free. And I'm like, man, I want them so bad, but I know what am I gonna do with more cars? I don't have time to do what I got.
Yeah. That's. I've got a Dodge D100 pickup out back, and leaning tower power, 4 speed. I've known the truck my entire life. It belonged to a land speed record holder here in Effingham, and I've literally known him my whole life. And I seen it for sale, so I bought it cheap, and I brought it home, got it running, and all that. But I don't know. It might be one that I get rid of because I just don't have time, and nobody likes the idea of me putting a 460 in it. So,
Uh,
I get all kinds of hate.
I'm trying to get rid of a square body right now, but 75 square body I've got runs and needs a transmission, but you know I can't get anybody to buy the thing. I got it on there for $1,800, and
Jeez.
I mean it's a running and it goes backwards, 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton 75 Chevy, but uh, I don't know. It nobody will nobody will bite on things. People want a lot of money for stuff, but I don't think anybody has any money. Did Mook ever answer your call out? Yes. So I talked to Kevin, and they will try to make it, but like any of them big channels, I mean they're busy, and I don't think they've even touched that Nova uh, for a while now. So I did offer. I sent them an email, and I haven't heard back from them. But I was like, they're not that far relatively to me. I'd run up there and help them or do whatever they need, to get that thing running. I know they were going to rebuild the 350 for it, and I don't think Kevin's ever been into an engine that deep before, so I don't know. But I'm pretty good with a dingle ball hone.
I got one on the floor, one in the toolbox. I don't even remember what size they are.
I got a pile of them. I do keep them in the boxes so I can remember that.
Yeah, I forgot to. I don't know what I did with it. It's probably here somewhere. If I get really pissed off, I get the old stone hone out, and oh yeah, you're coming out.
I'm too scared to do that.
Well, you just run her a couple times, and then the dingle ball. It just kind of helps with the scoring. This 400 back here's got number 8 it's not very good. So at some point I will have to take it back apart.
Three-quarter
But no more
solution.
that's going to be driven, you know. So, well, I say that she's probably going to drive it every damn day. So
3 quarts of Lucas, 2 quarts of synthetic. You're good to go. Pineapple on pizza. I tried that for the first time last year, and I did like it.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
It was pretty good. Pineapple and ham. It was a pretty good pizza. Again, I would have never tried it on my own, but it was pretty decent. Uh, Zane, trial and error for the most part. I mean, my dad set me on the course, and then from then on, it's just kind of uh, screw it up about 4 times and figure out how to do it once.
Yep. I do that every day. Out here it's like, oh nope, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Now this is gonna work. My dad taught me how to not hold a flashlight the right way and taught me how to dodge wrenches and stuff like
Parts and
that. Oh
look,
yeah,
you know. My dad never did that, but my dad's a body man actually, and so I learned a lot of that into things. Weirdly, that's actually like probably my strongest area when it comes to cars is body and paint work, which I do none of on the channel. So uh,
well, I seen up there you had Summit Auto Body in
yeah,
your shop. So did
yeah,
he
that's
have a?
no, that's just a sign. But uh, but yeah, that was I think my sister made that for him a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't do body work. It don't work. My brother-in-law owns a shop here in town, one of the biggest ones, and if I need something done important, which I don't have, well, I say that the Javelin's going to go to him this winter.
Hmm.
It's getting redone. That'll be the only car that I am because it's super rare and I don't know. I just like that car, so I'm gonna have it done the right way. I think, which sounds awful. It's
Yeah,
gonna be shiny now. I'm gonna be scared to touch it.
yep. You find me one I can afford, and I'll buy it. It's not gonna happen. Even the worst wreck of a '68 Mustang Fastback is going to go for $7,000 to $8,000
Yep.
uh, minimum. I mean, if you got something that rolls and is mostly there, you're looking at 15 grand.
And that's without the motor and trans to match it.
Yeah. Now, granted, you could put $70,000 into it and have a $125,000 car when you're done, but you got to have 70 grand, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't even. I'm not even close.
Nope. Spend all my money on garbage. I guess if I quit doing that, I might have a chance.
I never thought about that. I could just sell all my garbage and probably buy a nice Yugo.
Sure.
So I mean,
Or a Ford Fiesta. I
yeah,
mean,
there you go.
mhm.
Dodge Omni.
think think you're a good enough body man to fix the Holy Goat? No, absolutely not. Uh, if I had a jig or a frame machine or something to square that thing up, but at the end of the day, you'd have a Taiwanese 70 GTO, and I am a good enough body man to unbolt that body, throw it away, and then bolt a Le Mans body onto it and pop rivet the VIN tags into it. That's how you do that. That's how most of those cars you see rolling across like Barrett Jackson or stuff like that have been fully restored. They're 90% Le Mans, and then a GTO on top.
Right.
Uh,
Got
no.
the badges.
Yeah, it's got the tags, maybe the frame matches, that's why don't you get a coupe and convert it into a fastback? Because that's hard. Uh, that would be a ton of work. I have done enough metal work in a coupe Mustang to know that I sure as hell would want to cut that much out of one because you can't do anything without them flexing and falling apart. Those cars are just junk. I like them, but they're junk.
My first car was a '66 coupe. That was my very first car. That thing's like, I don't know, paper thin metal.
Yep.
That's why they're all rusted to hell.
I had a nice '67 Mustang coupe, and it a really nice car, and still an absolute piece of crap. I mean, it drives like crap, stops like crap, runs okay, you know, but tinny and loud, and yeah, I mean, and it was a nice car, but that's just how they are. Larry, you can buy those on eBay, but you didn't hear it from me. They're like $50.
Race
Who's
a
that? Them?
bug?
He's got a Volkswagen or something he's bringing to No Name, and he wants
Oh,
to run it against mine. I mean, I'll run it against you. That's fine. I'm probably actually not going to do a whole lot of racing down there. I'll be driving my car there, and it will break. And I would like to get back home. I
yeah.
will be in the burnout pit. That's what I will be doing. Burnouts are a little bit easier on them. Traction is what breaks things. Hot Rod Baja. Uh, yeah. Well, Frank had talked to me about this. That Fairlane I just picked up. Uh, he was thinking I should do like a Baja 1000 look with it, kind of lift it up a little bit, and trophy truck ish style. Might be kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with that car yet. Actually, I haven't really. I don't know. Haven't haven't come up with anything good there. Chad, skin the roof on the Roadrunner. Okay, so when a car rolls over, worse things happen than just a roof skin, guys. Uh, when a unibody car rolls over, the whole car twists. It's not as easy as just cut the roof off and put a roof on. It could be just as easy as tie the car down on a jig or frame machine and straighten it out to factory spec. Sure, a lot of money, a lot of money, a lot of time. You probably would have at least 100 hours in getting that car into the shape where you could do something with it, and it would require special equipment to do it. I can't think of any way to do that at home, close, or at least not to the point where you could fit a roof on it. Because I could
Jeez.
cut that roof off and then cut the roof off another car, and it would not fit. There's no way. Is it worth doing? 100%. It is worth doing for someone else.
Yeah. I get that all the time. Hey, can you help me with this and do this and this and this? No. You think you could do this? No. I'm not going to.
Exactly.
I get so much shit about that floor. And
Your
oh,
core.
you know what I got? You know what I got? The worst thing that I got about that ambulance was the video. Amber takes the pressure washer and degreases the inside and then sprays it out with the pressure washer.
Yeah.
And the reason I did that is every time I get in there, I'd start itching.
Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
you get that? It was so bad. Like every time you'd breathe, there'd be dust just flying everywhere. So I had to do it, wet it down so I could get in there and it keeps all the dust down.
Sure.
Boy, I got all kinds of hell over that.
But just
That's
wash the degreaser
blasphemy.
out or something? Or what?
The guy has like 14 of them.
Oh,
And
okay.
he called it blasphemy. I'm like,
Oh.
I've never heard that
It
before.
would, so it'd be better just to let it rot in a swamp.
Yes, this
Oh,
is literally was in a swamp. It was
Beamer,
headed for the junker.
I will shred that Roadrunner into 10 million pieces before I ever send that car to Mark Warman or Clark Dorkman or whatever his name is over there at We Get Mad and Throw Wrenches Cars. Not going to happen. You will drink beer out of that car before that ever happens. I will never sell it to him, and I will never sell it to anybody who will sell it to him. I will put it in a contract. Never.
My favorite thing about that is, oh, we're going to lose this damn shop if you don't get this car done. And then they hand another keys to another guy. Oh, that's $200,000. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're going to lose the shop. Whatever.
Older fellers, I'm 28. Hell, is it?
Yeah, I'm
Is it?
like, I have a son 2 years younger than him. So, hey, wait a minute, 47. I'm not old.
You're not that old, God. I'm not that far behind. We can't. No.
Sand Mountain. It's a 1968 Pontiac Superior hearse ambulance combo.
Super
Pile
cool.
of frickin' rust. It actually is a pretty damn cool car. The outside looks great.
Yeah, no, it's neat. Really neat.
Hopefully it'll do a wicked burnout. Oh shit, Amber's probably still on there. I'll get hell for that one. I am going to lose the barn. I keep that up.
You gotta lose everything.
I got phone calls about her, though, in that Oogie Boogie or Malibu, though. People like, hey, your old lady was at this stop sign just lighting it up. I was like, did she look like she's doing it on purpose? I don't know. She was smiling. She's pretty good at grenading transmissions. She don't put
Really?
it in low. She don't put it in first gear when she brake torques it.
So it tries to shift.
And
Nice.
my transmission guy said it was the worst thing he had ever opened up. That it was just completely destroyed. But yeah, yep.
Well, I don't want to seem like an old man, but I do got to get up in the morning for work. So
I gotta be up at 4.
yeah, I got to be up at 4:50. So anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up here. But it was a good time, man.
Yeah. I said just late at night that today was too freaking hot. I wasn't gonna do nothing. I don't have like concrete or anything. I don't have a cover over me. I have nothing. It's just sun.
Just beating
So
on
it's
you.
like I'm done. I'm not working on it today.
Get you an umbrella or something.
Yeah. What I need to do is like get some of that money that you're supposed to make at doing this and build me a great big shop that I can lose. That's what I need.
Right. Yeah. Make all the money and
Yeah.
then lose the shop. That's the way
Right.
to do it right there. Way to work for everybody else on TV. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what they do.
Uruguay.
That's
That's deep
that's a
south.
ways. I bet it's warm there. Probably nice there.
How
Perry, I
much is
will.
your fuel?
No kidding. Perry, I will. Find me a steering column
Oh, you need a steering column?
for the Roadrunner. Desperately. Yes, I did, Lawrence. You'll see it soon.
I think I told you that I live in Mopar Central.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally, there's 3 Superbirds, 2 Daytonas, 4 GTX, Hemi GTXs, and I grew up in town. It was all Mopar. The whole town is Mopar, and I'm not. So it's like, but I know where all the people that have parts. So I'll ask. It'd be the same steering column as a
Charger,
satellite.
Coronet, yeah, satellite,
Yeah.
Coronet, Charge, any B body would work.
Right.
And then lastly here, don't. So yeah, here's the hang up plastic sheeting around you. If you go buy a roll of plastic sheeting, hang some of that up around the car to block wind blowing dirt and stuff into the paint. Well,
Make yourself a greenhouse,
yeah,
basically.
and make sure you wear a respirator when you do that. Otherwise, you're probably going to be stuck in there for a while. It'd be like spray paint in a paper bag. Uncle Tony's garage might have one. Well, somebody tell him I need one because I don't know how to get a hold of him. These people don't pay attention to me. Oh, where's close to you at? I need to go there. But anyhow, hey man, it's good talking to you.
Yeah.
See you, everybody. Later.
We'll see you on the next one.